everybody. Jeri Bellini here from Recycle Parts for Art. It's been a really long time. We are at the little house and I decided to pop on just to have some creative time. I'm going to do some rust dyeing, and I'm still in the middle of unpacking and unboxing, and that's a whole story I'll save for a vlog. But anyway, I wanted to share with you a little thing I'm going to do, a little experiment. Now, I've done rust dyeing before, but I've done it a little differently. So this time, what I'm going to do is I took a little plastic bucket and I took some white cotton fabric, and it's probably about a yard of it, and I dampened it in the sink so it's damp, and then I put about an inch of vinegar, white vinegar, in the bottom of this, and then I just kind of went like this to get it all wet. You can spray it too, that's the other thing, but yeah, I felt like doing it this way. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera off, and we are going to go outside, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Meet you outside on the patio. It's quite messy out there though. Just a warning. So we're outside, and I wanted to show you some of the rusty things that I collected that I'm going to use, and you'll see that as I go along, so I won't bother to take the time to show you each and every thing. Let me move it out of my way. And I have some jute cord I'm going to tie my bundle up with, and I also have some wire. I think I don't know, I just grabbed it. I might use, and a scissor. Okay, so here's my fabric that I showed you when we were inside. It's a piece of cotton, and I don't care if it gets dirty. More dirt, the better. So I'm going to spread it out. It's got vinegar on it, and I am going to start laying some of my rusty items. I've never done this before. Well, I've never done it this way. Let me put it that way. I've never done it this way before. So I'm going to just start laying some of my things out. And I found these nails that looked interesting, that some of them are rusty and some of them aren't. And this piece of chain looked rusty. So I have a feeling when I'm going to try to stay right here so you can see. I have a feeling when I start rolling this stuff up, it's going to be a big mess. But hey, if it's that bad, I won't air the video. So these are some of the drills from my husband's drill, and if he sees that, he's probably going to kill me. All right, so there's more nails, and I have, this is some of the stuff that I get from that artist. This is also those shapes that I sell in my Etsy shop. This is a file that got rusty. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this stuff out. And this is brass chain that I had that it's not really rusty, but I'm going to throw it in there anyway because I thought it would make, if it does anything, it'll make nice texture. Okay. So now I'm going to attempt to roll this up. And I'm attempting, okay? Wow, okay, not too bad. I thought it was going to be a big nightmare. All right, so now what I'm going to do is use this wire and some of this cord, and I'm going to tie it up tightly. I'll fast forward through this part. right, I tied it up pretty tightly, and I'm going to cut a little extra and let's see, just wrap it around here and make it go through there. Just all, it's not like anybody's gonna run off with it. So there you have it. It's just all bundled, and look, already the rust is coming through. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this out. Now, in the past, I have put this in a plastic bag. I am not going to do that this time. I'm just gonna leave it like that. And this is the wire that I had earlier. I think I'm gonna just wrap that around. I don't know if anything's gonna happen, because you know, there's vinegar on all this. So I'm going to leave it out here, and it's a beautiful sunny day today, and we're going to see what happens. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait 24 hours. Maybe I'll wait a little longer. But anyway, I thought I would pop back on and show you what I'm doing. All right, I'll see you again either tomorrow or the next day, but I'll be sure to tell you how long I leave it out in the sun. And I'm going to leave it out here overnight. I'm back. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow morning, and it rained a little bit last night, and it's drizzling now, but I wanted to check in with you and show you my bundle. Check that out. Is that awesome or what? But why is it so dark on the bottom? So my husband just said, well, it's because, you know, I had it laying like this. And so, you know, all the rust went to the bottom. I don't know. So I was going to open it, but I've changed my mind. I just flipped it over, and I'm going to leave it sit here. Oh God, I hope I can control myself. I'm going to leave it sit here maybe another day and open it tomorrow, because I'm curious to see if the rust will start to come out on the bottom. I don't know. What do you think? All right. I'll see you tomorrow, or maybe before if I can't control myself. Good morning, everyone. Jeri Bellini here from Recycle Parts for Art, and yeah, there's the rust dyeing experiment, and I am going to start to unveil it. Now, before we get started, I wanted to show you that what I did is I flipped it over and I left it sit. And you see some of the rust did come through, gravity, I think. So let's cut this puppy apart. And are you ready for the big reveal? Oh my gosh, I hope it came out awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let me come over here and alright. I'm going to try to keep it from spilling onto the patio. Oh my gosh, is this beautiful? Wowzer. The faster I try to move, the slower I move. Does that happen to you? All right, I was curious about this. And I don't really see anything there. All right, I will clean all the metal off, but I mean, so far I am tickled to death. Let me clean the metal off, and then I'll come back and show you the fabric. All right, I am back. I'm holding the camera in my hand so I can show you a couple things that I think happened. So first of all, I pulled out, so I have this whole tray, okay, of things that I used. Well, I pulled out some of the things that I recognized on the fabric. Now, you see all the blue here? So there's blue up in this corner. And and you probably can't see it, but there is some blue here and some blue out there. So I'm thinking these items created the blue because they have blue on them, and maybe these washers. Okay, and this thing especially. This, I'm almost positive, is over here and over here. Okay, so that's that. This, I would have to say, these made the best impression, because you see the marks there, and the washers made the best impression. And of course these nails. So I am tickled to death with this, and what I'm going to do now, and I even like that the edges didn't get a lot, but it got something. So now I'm going to rinse it in cold water. But I wanted to tell you that if you don't have any rusty objects, because not everybody has all this junk that I have, I get that, you can make your own rust water. And here I made some rust water. Here it is. And so you can make your own rust water to do some dyeing in, and you can also make your own rust water with rusty objects. You can make rusty objects. And what you do is you put half vinegar and half water in a container, and you put the lid on, and you put you know, some things in there, so you can't really see what's in there through the jar, but any kind of metal that you know will rust. So if you had something, if you had nails, for example, you throw them in. You can throw in whatever you can think of and just see what happens. So you could do this. You'd have to wait. This takes, to really be optimum, you'd have to wait a month. But after about a week or so, it does start to get this funky rusty color. All right, I came back to show you something. So I put it in this plastic bucket in the sink, and I put cold water on it. I'm not sure what this bubbles are. There might be some soap, you know, residue in the fabric. But I wanted to show you. Look, I made my own rust water by rinsing this. Isn't that weird? So I would not put this in my washing machine for sure. So I'm going to rinse it a few times, and I see that my plain muslin turned orange color, and that's okay. This was an experiment, and I'm loving what happened. So I'm going to rinse it a couple times in cold water, and then back again. I just had to show you. I was so surprised. I rinsed it, and then I dumped out that water into a container like I told you I was going to, and I just kind of rinsed it in the sink for like a minute, and look, I filled it up with water. And it's like it rinsed out really quickly. So this time I have salt. I put salt in here. And I'm just going to leave it for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to rinse it. But look how clear the water is already. I'm like really surprised. I thought I would be rinsing it forever. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you'll give it a try, and leave me a message in the comments if you do, if you had success, if you liked it, and what you did with your fabric. And I am at the little house, and I thought you might enjoy seeing my puppy dogs. So here we are. Brian put up a temporary plastic fence so they had someplace to run. Madison is eating something. She's so bad. She's eating something and is going to probably throw up. Eating grass. Yep, that's what she does. And so here's the backyard that I get to look at when I'm here. I just love it here. I can't wait to be living here all the time. That's our burn pit. And there's Mom's tree. So I hope you enjoyed my little rust dyeing experiment, and I hope you have a blessed day full of love and recycled art, and I will see you again soon. Bye.